Well, right now, the Monroe Clinic efforts to bring up pop-up vaccine clinics to those in the community.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Sunday. It is May 30th. I'm Taylor Lazenby, and let's get straight to it with our Sunday morning forecast with meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky. Austin, good morning. Happy Sunday, and it's going to be a beautiful day.
Good morning, happy Sunday, and you nailed it. It is really going to be a beautiful day. Right now, it's already 41 degrees. We started at around 35, so we are starting to warm things up as of right now. That's good news for us outdoors. But taking a peek at our Doppler track, we do have some shower activity just out west. What does this mean for us today? Well, we actually don't have to worry about it. Why are we not worrying about those showers out west? Well, our dew points are just not going to budge here for today. Mid to upper 30s and low 40s. That's all we're looking at, while our temperatures are actually going to scale up into the upper 60s and low 70s. That means very dry air overhead, and we're not going to see those rain showers reaching the ground here locally. Temperatures will again rise into those upper 60s and some lower 70s for some of our communities. So overall, today a gorgeous day. Later on tonight, no frost in sight, a low of 51 degrees. We are going to see quite a bit of cloud cover overhead, but it won't be as chilly as some of these last few nights.
All right, Austin, thank you so much. Well, across the country, we are seeing major tourist hotspots looking like them for the first time in more than a year. It's the first holiday weekend since most of the country's biggest cities rolled back their COVID safety restrictions. And now more than 700,000 people in Wisconsin are taking full advantage of that. But as Christina Laurie shows us, all of that travel is coming at a price.
It's the start of the summer travel season, and across the board, prices are up. But with the help of the internet and a little luck, you can save a lot of money on your next vacation.
It's that time of year when the water park capital of the world reopens.
There definitely is a lot of pent-up demand.
And I-3990 gets a whole lot busier. So we called up our go-to travel guy, Nick J. from AAA.
We have a pandemic puppy that we adopted a few months ago, and not quite ready to make any big road trips with her just yet.
Although Nick's family isn't traveling, more than 700,000 Wisconsinites are. 90% are driving and paying the highest gas prices in 7 years. The statewide average is $2.86 a gallon. $1 more than last year, but only 5 cents higher than 2019.
A lot of reason for optimism for those in the travel industry.
Nick says 50% of families are planning a vacation this summer and cautions planes, hotel rooms, and restaurant reservations are filling up fast.
If this is the first time that you've traveled since the pandemic started, there's certainly going to be a lot of things that are different.
He recommends you plan ahead using online resources like AAA's interactive map to learn about the latest restrictions where you're headed, as well as Wisconsin 511's app for traffic updates and websites like Priceline or Hotels Tonight to find discounted rates.
To make things a little bit easier, I put links to all of the websites we talked about up on ours, channel3000.com. In Madison, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
Well, you can also use AAA's online gas price calculator, which can help you determine how much a road trip will cost you and figure out whether driving or flying is the most cost-effective option. Well, with all of that travel is a testament to vaccination efforts in the U.S. New data shows the CDC nearly 170 million people have had at least one shot. That's about 40% of Americans are now fully vaccinated. That includes 3/4 of people 65 and older. Even more seniors, 86%, have gotten at least one dose of the vaccine. And for the past 15 months, this would be the part of the newscast where we would update you on the latest COVID numbers in Wisconsin just over the past day. Well, beginning today and this weekend, DHS says they'll no longer update its coronavirus numbers on the weekends, but we will still continue to give you the update vaccination information totals during News 3 Now during the week. Well, bacon, eggs, and vaccines, those were all on the menu this weekend at Greene County's annual breakfast farm on the farm. The Greene County Ag partnered with Public Health and the Monroe Clinic to bring up these pop-up vaccine clinics to Monroe. As of yesterday, half of people living in Greene County have had at least one shot, while more than 45% have finished their vaccination series.
It's time. We need to move forward. We need to We need to get the country going again, and every part that everybody does, every little part, is going to help us get to to our ultimate goal.
Well, if you missed the chance to get vaccinated this weekend, you can check in with the Greene County Public Health or the Monroe Clinic for appointments and more pop-up clinic opportunities. And if you're still looking for a vaccine, you can find one at the News 3 Now studios or at Lake Farm County Park later on this week on Thursday, June 3rd. That is our second vaccine day for anyone who attended our clinic earlier this month. But we'll also have Johnson & Johnson doses on hand and round 1 Pfizer doses as well. And as many Americans are starting to make their journey back home, AAA wants to remind you to be safe while you're out on the roads.
Well, we're expecting nationwide about 37 million Americans are going to be traveling at least 50 miles or more from home this weekend, which is about 60% more than did at this time last year, but still off about 15% from where we were in 2019 pre-pandemic. Gas prices are the highest we've seen probably since about 2014 heading into Memorial Day weekend, but really only by a few cents. And in fact, we're only a few cents off of where we were at this time in 2019. So the prices, they're higher than what we've kind of grown accustomed to over the last 12 months, but they're still not so high that they are going to discourage anyone from traveling or really impact anyone's plans to travel. We do see, though, that travel at the airports is still down more, from pre-pandemic levels compared to other modes of travel. So there's still a little bit of hesitancy for some people to head to the airport or get on an airplane. And so a lot of those folks are heading over to road trips instead. And then some other folks who maybe, our traditional road trip travelers maybe are still hanging back and not quite ready to hit the road just yet. There is a high demand for rental vehicles. Even though it's not someone's own vehicle, there is still a sense that it's a more controlled environment. It's not a communal environment, at least, that you're sharing the space with other people. So there is a high demand for rental vehicles, so much so that it has been creating some higher prices, as well as just general difficulty for some folks who are trying to secure or reserve a rental vehicle. But still, the overwhelming majority of people are going to be hitting the road in their own vehicles, making a road trip, whether it's, across the country or even just, somewhere local in their own state. We certainly want to make sure that folks are prepared so they know what to expect when they hit the road. Here in Wisconsin, there's a great resource through the DOT, the 511 app or website. You can see what road construction may be going on. If you're heading, out of state, it would be a good idea to check out their DOT websites, as well as check out AAA's TripTik Planner. We actually have all of that information on there, as well as resources about what travel restrictions and public health mandates may still be in place wherever you're heading to or through. So that's an important thing, to just make sure you're prepared and know what to expect before you hit the road so that you don't run into any surprises. I don't believe, at least here in Wisconsin or in any of our surrounding states, that any of the rest areas are closed. I believe all of them are still open. I think there may be a few that are closed for, specifically either maintenance reasons or things like that. But even the oases on the tollways, if you're heading down through Illinois, are all open. One thing that viewers should be aware of, if they are heading down south, to Illinois, you're probably going to be on one of the toll roads at some point, and the toll roads are all still are now in cashless mode, so you can't stop and physically pay with cash. You have to either have the iPass or go online afterwards and pay via your license plate with a card. Make sure that you're exercising caution behind the road, especially if it's been a while since you've been out on the open road, out of your home comfort zone. Make sure you're obeying the speed limits, staying focused behind the wheel, certainly staying sober. Anytime that you're going to be driving, watch out for emergency vehicles, whether it's our tow trucks, police vehicles, fire vehicles that may be on the side of the road. And especially as you're heading through construction zones, even though it's unlikely that there will be active work going on with workers present, those lower speed limits are still important and still in effect because you may have unusual configurations or narrower lanes, uneven pavement that really does demand extra caution and slower speeds as you're heading through.
For more information on holiday travel, you can check out our website. That's at channel3000.com. Right now, when we come back, we are learning how 20 people got stuck on a ride at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. Plus, take a live look outside. Austin is tracking your Sunday morning forecast. That's next.
It's the massive 4-day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or check out the Summit Firm for only $199.99. Plus 7 years, no interest, and free shipping. But hurry, the massive 4-day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
If you have moderate to severe psoriasis or psoriatic arthritis, little things can become your big moment. That's why there's Otezla. Otezla is not an injection or a cream. It's a pill that treats differently. For psoriasis, 75% clearer skin is achievable with reduced redness, thickness, and scaliness of plaques. For psoriatic arthritis, Otezla is proven to reduce joint swelling, tenderness, and pain. And the Otezla prescribing information has no requirement for routine lab monitoring. Don't use if you're allergic to Otezla. It may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Tell your doctor about your medicines and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Otezla, show more of you.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand, and people are taking it everywhere. Taking Trailblazer outdoors, confidently taking on new places with Equinox, and taking on more with Silverado. Whatever you do, there's a perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get up to 18% of MSRP cash back on select 2021 Chevy SUV models, or get a $4,000 cash allowance on all 2021 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups.
Your pipes need to loosen up. Your furnace needs to chill out. No more Freon for your AC. You don't need a working ceiling fan. Nothing can stop me from causing problems in your home. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
That's right, Pesky. Your problems are plunged.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
At Pick and Save, we go over and above to make sure we have the freshest stuff in our stores. That's why we get secret shoppers to do pop inspections.
Secret Asian man, secret Asian man.
We make sure Pick and Save produce isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
It's the massive 4-day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or check out the Summit Firm for only $199.99. Plus 7 years, no interest, and free shipping. But hurry, the massive 4-day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
Welcome back. Now, a few things here for today. We're going to stay dry. We're going to see a lot of sunshine in the morning hours. Towards the afternoon and evening, we are expecting increasing cloud cover. Temperatures stay a little bit below average for today and tomorrow. Then we're really tracking a pretty major warm up. And we're also looking at a chance for a possibility of a thunderstorm here on Monday. Most areas, however, not expecting that as of right now. Live look outside, bright and beautiful skies, lots of blue skies as well overhead. And the Doppler track not showing anything locally. What it is showing out west is some rain showers. Now, this is going to continue to race towards our area. What it's really going to do for us is just bring that added cloud cover later on. We are expecting very dry air as our dew points are going to remain in the 30s and 40s while our temperatures actually crank up into the upper 60s and low 70s. So dry air, not going to let that rain reach the ground here locally. Tomorrow, a little bit of a better chance, just a 20% chance to see that passing shower or storm. And then towards Wednesday and Thursday, we do bump that up to around a 30% chance there for some showers are a possibility of that isolated storm. So again, we're going to see some cloud cover moving in by the late afternoon and early evening hours, but the rain showers, as they try to make their way through, a lot of them just end up dissipating. So there is a possibility that we could see 1 or 2 showers on the radar, but it's not likely to end up reaching the ground here for today. And then by the time we reach tomorrow, a beautiful day overall, but then watch what happens in the afternoon hours. There is that possibility for a passing shower or storm. Very small chance. We're not looking at a great chance here to see that passing shower or storm, but we are looking at a little bit of a slim chance there. We're going to dry things out again towards the end of this 10-day forecast. Like I showed you, we're not really looking at any major systems to move through here in the next 6 to 10 days, but what we are looking at is a big warm-up. We are smack dab in the middle of the highest probability here to see those above average temperatures, and boy, are we going to see them. Take a peek here at our high temperature trend over the next 10 days, up and up and up, back into the mid-80s even by the time we reach this next weekend. So the upper 60s and low 70s today. I hope we can get outside and enjoy them, because if you're not a fan of the warm weather, it is going to return here by the time we reach next weekend. Temperatures currently now starting to warm up back in the 40s here for most of us. Janesville still at about 39 degrees, but as I mentioned earlier, these dew points are just not going to move today. They're going to stay in the 30s and 40s, so that means we're going to stay dry today. Lots of sunshine in the morning, mostly cloudy skies in the afternoon with that high of 69 degrees, and that's going to be the chilliest day here on our 10-day forecast. Back into the 70s for tomorrow for most, if not all of us. Afterwards, we're going to see the 80s returning by this Friday. A few chances for showers and storms on Wednesday and Thursday, but next weekend, it's going to get warm, and it could even get humid at times.
All right, Austin, thank you so much. Well, take a look at this. This might be your worst nightmare yet. 20 people got stuck on a ride at Six Flags Fiesta Texas in San Antonio on Saturday. Now, operators were able to get water to the stranded riders while the fire department worked out a rescue plan. Officials say nobody was injured and the ride will remain closed until the park is able to figure out what happened. And take a look at this guy right here. He was a little unhappy. Of course, his fiance was. Take a look at this. 2 days after their engagement, this couple was having pictures taken when the ring slipped off his fiance's finger and into England's biggest lake. They tried to use their photographer's tripod to reach out and get the ring, but it got stuck in the mud at the bottom of the lake. Luckily, a free diver heard about the incident and ran over to help. He found the ring using an underwater metal detector. And more cruises are getting ready to set sail from U.S. ports. The CDC has signed off on a Carnival's plan to restart operations in July from both Florida and in Texas. Now, Carnival says it's another step closer to returning to the seas, but it hasn't said yet if it will start with volunteer passengers or full sailing. Coming up here on News 3, with millions traveling by air this weekend, there are rising cases of turbulence on board. Plus, social media giants are working to hide the public likes their posts received. That's just ahead on News 3 Now this Sunday morning.
Channel 3000 Plus. Watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
At JR's Mulch Sales, mulch is all we do, which is why we do it better. We deliver 10 varieties of mulch 7 days a week, right to your door. Call us today.
JR's Mulch Sales, spread it around.
Are you tired of hearing it's not in stock? Madison's locally owned A1 Furniture has a huge selection of in-stock inventory available for immediate pickup or delivery. A1 has the lowest prices around. Plus, with the A1 Instant Rebate, you get $50 off of every $500 spent. This 5-piece living room set for just $9.99. Name brand mattresses in stock like this Queen Pillow Top, just $3.99.
Shop in-store or online and save with the A1 Instant Rebate.
Only at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
In this ad, pay attention to the actor's gums. Gums? We don't think about them. But like skin, over time, gums can get damaged. New Colgate Gum Renewal. Reverses early gum damage for a beautiful, revitalized smile.
My husband's parents were visiting, and I promised them a home-cooked meal, except my boss had a different idea. He tells me, hold your horses. I call my husband and I say, I'm slammed, and he's like, Quick Trip, and I'm like, bingo. At Quick Trip, I say, what's good tonight? And the Quick Trip guy is like, everything, but I go for the hand-breaded fried chicken, and I go, make that ×4. Being none the wiser, my mother-in-law is like, I always said she's a keeper. I'll run with that.
Quick Trip, we got you covered.
At JR's Mulch Sales, mulch is all we do, which is why we do it better. We deliver 10 varieties of mulch 7 days a week, right to your door. Call us today.
JR's Mulch Sales, spread it around.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Welcome back. It is 41 degrees right now, and we're looking pretty good outside with a lot of sunshine. Now we are going to see cloud cover starting to sneak in, especially in the afternoon and evening hours. But this morning, a nice brisk start to our day. Doppler track showing some showers out to our west, but they're not going to hold together as they do try to enter our state. Now, we're going to see a lot of those falling apart right now. We do have some generally high relative humidity, but we are going to see that changing throughout today because our dew points in the 30s and lower 40s, they're not going to move here for today. While our temperatures are going to skyrocket back into the upper 60s and low 70s, that means dry air at the surface. So we're really not going to see those rain showers sticking around long enough to affect us here for today, but it will bring added cloud cover for the afternoon and evening hours. So a lot of sunshine this morning, mostly cloudy skies later on in the afternoon. High temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s. Still a very nice overall day here today.
Very nice indeed. Thank you so much, Austin. Well, for many Americans, this holiday weekend represents a chance to take a break. Following more than a year of pandemic precautions, millions are now vaccinated, leading to a travel surge. Much of that is in the air, where there are raising some causes of turbulence on board. Peter Montaigne reports.
The newest problem facing pent-up demand for travel is pent-up frustrations in the sky, with federal agencies citing a serious surge of in-flight fights.
Are you serious?
In a new letter, Southwest Airlines flight attendants say unruly passenger incidents are becoming intolerable and more aggressive. These images are from a Southwest flight on Sunday when a flight attendant had 2 teeth knocked out by a passenger, according to their union.
They seem to be almost angry before they step on board the aircraft, and they are verbally attacking flight attendants, calling them names, pulling on their lanyards, getting aggressive. We've had to deal with almost riot-like incidences.
Even if you are fully vaccinated, masks are still required on all public forms of transportation and in terminals by the TSA. It is now investigating 1,300 cases of people violating that mandate. The Federal Aviation Administration says it has received 2,500 reports of unruly passengers just this year, 1,900 of them about mask compliance.
Started antagonizing other passengers.
A crew member on this JetBlue flight says an unruly passenger cut this coast-to-coast trip short, causing it to land in Minneapolis.
Gesturing, stabbing motions towards the other passenger, and there was also observed erratic behavior and snorting a white substance.
We want to be clear that anyone causing a disturbance on board an aircraft or within the airport environment will be punished with fines and possible criminal charges.
Even still, health officials are telling fully vaccinated Americans to enjoy Memorial Day. AAA says the rush to return to travel is on. With 37 million people headed out this holiday weekend, only a 13% drop compared to 2019. Airports that were a ghost town last year are now filling up. TSA figures show air travel has already hit 90% of pre-pandemic levels, compared to 13% a year ago.
It's been a stressful year, and I'm just going to go by myself and have some fun in the Bahamas.
It can be a little crowded, but I feel pretty safe. I got my vaccine, have my mask, hand sanitizer, so should be good to go.
The latest forecast from the U.S. Travel Association says 77% of Americans will take at least one trip this summer, up from 29% last year. But flight crews hope with people rushing to return to normal, this does not become the new normal.
These actions on board the aircraft, what may start out as little actions, can become really big problems really quickly. And we're stuck in a middle, too, where we can't call for help or people cannot walk away. So we've all got to treat each other with respect.
Well, in response to the recent assault of one of its flight attendants, Southwest Airlines will delay resumption of alcohol that's being served and planned for some flights dating in June. And Instagram and Facebook users can now hide the public likes their posts received. Now, this move could bring an end to a dynamic that ties likes to influence a person has on their social media. Now, Instagram has been testing out the ability to hide likes since 2019 in an attempt to make posting less stressful. If people decide to not share like counts or views, they can still see a list of people who do like their post, but not the total amount. And there's a whole another half hour of news still here on News 3 Now this Sunday morning. Next, we are running through this morning's top local stories. And plus, right now, bacon, eggs, and a side of shots. We tell you how Greene County is working to reach those in its rural communities. We'll be right back.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Waunakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
Hello, I'm Gary Canolti, inviting News 3 Now viewers to join me on an adventure to America's Northwest National Parks, August 9th through the 18th. Enjoy the natural wonders in beautiful Glacier, Yellowstone, and Grand Teton National Parks. Highlights include a boat tour through the gates of the mountains and a Bar T5 covered wagon cookout. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, for information on how you can attend a virtual travel show or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
It's a fact. We use our internet and TV more than ever, with most of us spending nearly 7 hours a day online. So it's no wonder thousands of families are switching to Spectrum, because most families have up to 8 connected devices, which means they need even more speed. Switch to Spectrum Internet and get the fastest starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits for just $44.99 a month, with a free modem and free security suite included. Call 833-546-4499. When it comes to TV, we're watching more than ever. In fact, 80% of us watch TV every day. Spectrum TV lets you catch all your favorite sports, news, and more live. Plus, download the free Spectrum TV app and watch on your devices. Switch to Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-546-4499. The fact is, Spectrum has the best services at the best price. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. We'll even buy out your current contract. Call 833-546-4499.
Oh, baby, are you going my way? I see you kicking out 4 hours a day, so baby, don't know you're at all. I'm not crazy or a fiend, not stalker and a fiend. La, how you know what I see? Let's go. Oh, okay. Got a feeling.
Monitor, check, and lock down your money with security from Chase. Control feels good. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Waunakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
News 3 Now, your vaccine information headquarters, and SSM Health are hosting a second Vaccine Day, Thursday, June 3rd from 11 to 7 at Madison's Lunny Park and at News 3 Now Studios, sponsored by the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund.
Join me virtually June 23rd as we live stream the American Cancer Society's 14th annual Coaches vs. Cancer Wisconsin Gala on the rooftop of Monona Terrace. Join Bo Ryan and others as we celebrate our fan of the year, Rob Andringa, and his family. For more details, go to coachesversuscancerwisconsin.org.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Sunday. It is May 30th, and I'm Taylor Lazenby. Let's get straight to it with your Sunday morning forecast with meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky. Austin, good morning, happy Sunday. And like we've been saying all morning, it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day.
I really cannot wait for what we have in store later on here today. Right now, it's 41 degrees, so it is a chilly start to our morning, but with plenty of sunshine overhead, that's really going to help us to bring up those temperatures. By this afternoon, upper 60s and low 70s will remain, but our wind speeds also not an issue. You're heading outside this morning just around 5 miles per hour. This will increase a little bit, but we're only looking at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So not really bad at all in terms of the wind speeds. Temperatures will also feel very nice later on, but this morning we are off to, again, a chilly start. Janesville still at 39 degrees right now. So some spots are lagging behind a little bit, but again, those temperatures will keep on rising. Dew points will not, however. So we are looking at a generally dry afternoon. Even though we are seeing some activity out west, a lot of that's going to end up falling apart here over the next few hours. So we are expecting to stay dry, but those showers out west, it's going to bring some cloud cover to us. So we are expecting increasing cloud cover, mostly cloudy skies at times later on in the afternoon and evening hours, but we are looking to stay dry here for today. By the time we reach tomorrow, a slight chance of a passing shower or even an isolated thunderstorm.
All right, Austin, thank you so much. Well, bacon, eggs, and vaccines. Those were all on the menu this weekend at Greene County's annual breakfast on the farm. As our Gabriela Becerra shares why the events like this one are making it easier for rural communities to get their shots.
After serving up breakfast on the farm,
it's a responsible thing to do.
Chair Craig Kamoltz did his part by getting the one-and-done shot.
That's it?
That is all the excitement there is.
The Greene County Ag Chest partnered with Greene County Public Health and the Monroe Clinic to bring a pop-up COVID-19 vaccine clinic to the annual breakfast on the farm.
We just want to make it as easy as possible for people to get vaccinated.
Half of the people living in Greene County got at least one dose of a COVID vaccine as of Friday. More than 45% finished the series, according to Wisconsin DHS. Greene County Public Health and the Monroe Clinic are trying to reach the people not yet included in that data.
We've had nurses go to the farms in Greene County, having nurses go to businesses directly and vaccinate their employees, and working with other community partners to coordinate clinics like this.
Clinics like this, where hundreds of people pass through an event with the time to take 15 minutes out of their morning.
Greene County is very agricultural focused, so we knew that there would be a lot of people that would be here today that perhaps work during the week and wouldn't have the opportunity to come into the clinic.
Kamol says he got vaccinated for himself and his community. Getting this done now means more events like breakfast on the farm can return to normal.
It's time. We need to move forward. We need to get the country going again, and every part that everybody does, every little part, is going to help us get to to our ultimate goal.
In Monroe, Gabriela Becerra, News 3 Now.
If you live in Greene County and you weren't able to get vaccinated this weekend, there is still time. You can check in with the county's public health department or the Monroe Clinic for upcoming appointments and more pop-up opportunities. Well, for the past 15 months, this is part of the newscast where we update you on the latest COVID numbers in Wisconsin just over the past day. But as of Saturday, that all changes. DHS said it will no longer update its coronavirus numbers on the weekends. We will continue updating you with the latest vaccination and virus totals on News 3 Now during the week. And if you're still looking for a vaccine, you can find one at News 3 Now's studios or at Lake Farm County Park next week. This upcoming Thursday, June 3rd, is our second vaccine day for anyone who attended our clinic earlier this month. But we will also have Johnson & Johnson doses and round 1 Pfizer doses as well. And as you travel this holiday weekend, you'll be paying for more for gas at the pump than we've seen in the past 7 years. The average rate right now in Wisconsin is about $2.86. That's $1 less than just last year of gas, when they plummeted just with fewer people on the road, but just 5 cents higher in 2019. But not everyone is driving this weekend. As Polo Sandoval reports, millions of people are taking to the sky, flying in numbers that we haven't seen in a long time.
Americans are back on the move.
as just over 40% of the country is now fully vaccinated against COVID-19.
It is great to be out and about.
That traveler in Atlanta has plenty of company this Memorial Day weekend. AAA estimates more than 37 million others are hitting the road for the holiday. That's a 60% increase from what we saw during a pandemic-ravaged 2020. Robert Sinclair from AAA expects what we're seeing this weekend is a promising sign of what's to come this summer.
A lot of pent-up demand. People locked at home for more than a year. We're seeing that people really want to get out and travel, the so-called revenge travel, where people were able to save a lot of money because they weren't traveling to work last year. And so they're going to places, they're staying longer and doing more things and spending more money.
And more of that money may be going to airfare, with Sinclair estimating tickets increased about 19% in April compared to last year. And if you're driving to your destination, it may not have been that much cheaper. The average cost of gas is hovering at about $3 a gallon. That's a 7-year high. On Friday, the White House said that's not unusual given increased demand. But whatever the price to fly or drive, Americans seem to be happy to pay it if it means getting back to normal.
I did not travel for the last year, and so I'm very grateful to be traveling this year.
It's good to just kind of get some normalcy back. You know what I mean? People get to traveling. I know people's going crazy being inside.
It may be a return to a pre-pandemic norm for many Americans, but it will also be a big test with more than half of the nation still unvaccinated. Health officials will be looking to see if we'll avoid a post-holiday COVID-19 surge now that mask and social distancing restrictions have been eased.
Well, the U.S. saw a pandemic-era record number of passengers and travelers through airports on Friday, as TSA says it screened 1.9 million people. And it was only 1 year ago this weekend, that last Saturday in May, when thousands in our area joined millions across the country and around the globe in the fight for social justice after the murder of George Floyd. While some states and communities have changed their laws when it comes to policing, activists say the fight isn't over.
No justice, no peace.
Now, activists at the Capitol on Saturday say real justice will only come if 4 officers involved in Floyd's death are found guilty of murder. Now, the group says they are still looking for justice when it comes to other African Americans who have been killed by police, including Tony Robinson and Breonna Taylor. Coming up, we wish Wisconsin herself a happy 173rd birthday. Plus, how one man's decision to serve his country prevented him from finishing high school until now. We have the details when we come back.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you make junk disappear?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Now.
Take that! And that!
Ooh, take it all!
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
Just how massive is the massive 4-day sale at Denver Mattress? Well, for starters, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or save up to $400 on select Purple mattress and accessory bundles. Check out the Summit Firm, now only $199.99. And get up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and receive a free $300 gift. Plus 7 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the massive 4-day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
People today, they could spend half their lives over 50. That's a lot of living. So it helps to have a wise friend and fierce defender in your corner. A friend like AARP. So your health lives longer.
This is just slow-mo karate?
Just slow-mo karate. Your money lives longer.
I just bought that. Huh, I just sold that.
And your happiness lives longer. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. This drug remains approved by the FDA. If you or a loved one regularly took Zantac and were later diagnosed with cancer, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Potential cancers include bladder cancer, colon cancer, kidney cancer, stomach cancer, liver cancer, pancreatic cancer. Do not stop taking a prescribed medication without first consulting with your doctor. Discontinuing a prescribed medication without your doctor's advice can result in injury or death.
Call 1-800-670-2995.
Is it possible to fall in love with your home? To get goosebumps in the driveway? Is it possible for your home to withstand nor'easters and help protect you from fire?
You feel like home.
Is it possible to fall in love with your home before you even step inside?
Discover the world of exterior solutions by James Hardy. Endless colors, textures, and design. It's possible with James Hardy.
Savor the goodness of Kemp's Simply Crafted ice cream. No artificial flavors, no shortcuts, ever. Just local farm fresh cream and a little magic in every scoop. It's simply delicious. Kemp's, good comes around. Bring home more Simply Crafted magic, now in sandwiches and pints.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you make junk disappear?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Now.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Welcome back. Well, Harry Howry, he is 93 years old, and more than 70 years ago, he left Rock County to fight overseas in World War II. Now, his decision to serve his country is preventing him from finishing up high school. Well, as photojournalist Brian Troxel shows us, this weekend at his high school, that finally changed.
I'm happy to be here. I'm a little excited. I'm a little nervous, too.
This is the last lesson they're going to learn before they graduate. They're going to learn to be good people with warm hearts.
You're number 10 in high school, so you can work on the farm and help the family.
My 8th grade teacher offered me to stay with her so I could go to high school, but I had to work on the farm. So I hope she's smiling up there today.
His story tells it all, that you just be kind.
Well, in the past 20 years, Harry and his family have spent some of their time building a brick walkway at the Rotary Botanical Gardens in Janesville that features memorial bricks for families who have lost loved ones at war. His efforts were recognized by the Janesville American Legion Post with a certificate back in 2009. And if you're looking for an excuse to pick up some ice cream this weekend, look no further. On Saturday, it was Wisconsin's 173rd birthday.
I couldn't be prouder to serve as governor of our great state. And today we're celebrating not just Wisconsin, but Wisconsinites too. So happy birthday and on Wisconsin.
Wisconsin officially became the 30th state in the Union on May 29, 1848. It became a separate entity from the Northwest Territory back in 1836 before the region's residents voted on it becoming a state back in 1848. And for the first time in the insurrection, the National Guard is no longer stationed at the Capitol. They wrapped up their tour this month after securing the complex following the worst outbreak of violence since the War of 1812. Nicole Killian spoke with a pair of guardsmen who were there for the early days after the riots.
As soon as rioters took over the Capitol January 6th, it didn't take long for Captain Patrick Richards to get the call.
It was pretty surreal for me. Like most Americans, I saw it happening on TV. Seeing the evidence of that building being broken into was emotional for me.
Why was it emotional for you?
Just because it's a symbol. It's the center of the United States. It's our Capitol building.
Captain Richards and First Sergeant David Lopez were both deployed in late January. Lopez served 2 tours of duty in Iraq, but never imagined he'd have to defend the home front like this.
I was never expecting this. This is what we trained for.
From the pleas for help right after the riot to the inauguration,
You solemnly swear.
around 26,000 troops were activated at the height of the mission. Some enduring cold floors and parking garages and manning barbed wire fences around the clock.
We're trained to fight foreign threats, and to be defending from possible domestic threats or our fellow citizens was the most challenging for me.
And then there was another attack, taking the life of U.S. Capitol Police Officer Billy Evans. But out of tragedy came trust and newly forged friendships with Capitol Police.
We feel as though that they're a brother and sister force for us.
Bipartisan bonds also developed with those they serve to protect.
Thank you all from all 50 states for your patriotism,
allowing these guardsmen to leave the Capitol with confidence.
I think it's also a safer place. I'm just glad I'm a part of it. It's history.
And pride to take home. Nicole Killian, CBS News, Washington.
Well, coming up here on News 3, only in Wisconsin there could be an entire weekend dedicated to bratwurst. More on this year's Bratfest is coming up next. And you're taking a live look outside. It's going to be a beautiful day out in Austin. Is going to tell you why. That's coming up next in our forecast. That's next on News 3 and Now This Morning. But first, we have a Look Who's 3 today. We want to say happy birthday to Epiphany, Ethan, and happy birthday.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
I've made progress with my mental health. So when I started having unintentional body movements called tardive dyskinesia, I ignored them. But when the movements in my hands and feet started throwing me off at work, I finally had to say, it's not okay. It was time to talk to my doctor about Austedo. She said that Austedo helps reduce TD movements in adults, while I continue with most of my mental health medications.
Austedo can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, behaviors, feelings, or have suicidal thoughts. Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness. Don't take Austedo if you have liver problems, are taking Resprin, tetrabenazine, or valbenazine. Austedo may cause a regular or fast heartbeat, restlessness, movements mimicking Parkinson's disease, fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking, and sweating.
Talk to your doctor about Austedo. It's time to treat TD. TD is not okay. Visit askforaustedo.com.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, hello there and welcome back. Happy Sunday morning. We are off to a chilly start, but we're looking at a dry and very pleasant day here today. Lots of sunshine, especially in the morning hours, but we are going to see increasing cloud cover towards the afternoon and evening. Temperatures do stay a little bit below average, and we have some shower and even a thunderstorm chance for tomorrow, although I do think most are going to stay dry. Live look outside, lots of blue skies, but again, soak in the sunshine while you can this morning. Later on in the afternoon and evening, increasing cloud cover is expected. Why are we going to see increasing cloud cover? Well, we have some of those rain showers out west as of right now, and they're making their way towards us, but with very dry air that we are expecting today, these are going to fall apart. So we're not going to see the rain showers, but we will see the cloud cover that comes along with it. So we are going to see, again, increasing cloud coverage later on in the day. Rain chances, not too impressive, even over the next 10 days or so, but what we are looking out for, 20% chance here for tomorrow. Afterwards, we're looking at about a 30% chance by the time we reach Wednesday and Thursday. So they have better chances of seeing showers. But in terms of what we're expecting here for tomorrow, let me just show you what we have. Again, increasing cloud cover today. By the time we see tomorrow, we are going to see partly sunny skies here for a bit, but then we're going to bring back the cloud cover in the afternoon hours, and then we have a chance to see a passing shower or storm. A lot of them are going to fall apart as they try to make their way into our communities. So again, we're really not expecting too much, but there may be 1 or 2 showers that do hold on long enough to actually pass through some of our communities, especially up to our northwest. 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook staying drier than average, as I did mention. But what we're looking at in the same time frame, that's even more impressive. It's a major warm up that we're looking at. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook shows that we're going to be well above average, and so does our high temperature trend. Average high 74 degrees. We're talking mid 80s by the time we reach next weekend, and then we stay there for quite some time. So it does look like summer is going to return a little bit quicker than some people anticipated. But our temperatures this morning starting to warm up in Wisconsin Dells at 49, 41 in Madison and Lone Rock as of right now. So these temperatures in the 40s will continue to rise into the upper 60s and lower 70s. Dew points, however, they're not going to move here for today. Not much at all. 30s and 40s. So we are going to stay dry here today. Futurecast this afternoon shows a high of 69 degrees. Partly sunny skies, especially early. And then we're going to see the cloud cover moving in later on in the afternoon and evening. 7 to 10 day forecast looks pretty good overall, especially if you're a fan of the warmer temperatures. But next Wednesday and Thursday, we are expecting a chance of a passing shower or storm. Not a great chance as of right now. Still only about a 30% chance. But then for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, looking dry. But we're going to see those warmer temperatures taking over.
All right, Austin, thank you so much. Well, only in Wisconsin would there be an entire weekend dedicated to bratwurst. You can only find a brat almost anywhere in Wisconsin, but it's more fun when you're surrounded with your family and friends, listening to live music and supporting local charities. That's one of Wisconsin's biggest traditions, and it is back now bigger than ever. This year's Bratfest is giving people the taste of summer and the chance to support local charities this weekend. During its event, taking the stage at more than 150 different venues spread out across Dane County, including at the Yahara Bay Distillery in Fitchburg. It's not what people are used to, but organizers are excited to make it happen.
It's so wonderful to be out and just be seeing people, and there is that anxiety of like, oh, is this okay? But we're here, and you know, it's spring in Wisconsin.
Well, Bratfest is usually held at the Alliant Energy Center, but this year the crowd was broken up into smaller groups for social distancing purposes. So from a distance, people are still coming together to kickstart the summer and to give back to the community. And all of the money from brat sales will be donated to charities as for Habitat for Humanity and West Madison Special Olympics. And it's not too late to get involved. And to get your own hands on a brat, you can find out more information on our website. That's at channel3000.com. And make News 3 a part of your weekly routine by downloading the Channel 3000 app for the latest headlines and weather conditions 24/7. But first, a graduation for families has them seeing double. That is next on News 3 Now this Sunday morning.
Furnish your home in good taste with Pletz Furniture. Shop for new ideas from a large selection of quality name brands in stock and ready for delivery, including La-Z-Boy, Sealy, and Amish-made furniture. Pletz Furniture in downtown Baraboo. Quality furniture at lowest prices.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand, and people are taking it everywhere. Taking Trailblazer outdoors, confidently taking on new places with Equinox, and taking on more with Silverado. Whatever you do, there's a perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get up to 18% of MSRP cash back on select 2021 models. That's over $4,700 cash back on this Equinox. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Hello, I'm Roman Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. As a locally owned and operated funeral home, it's important to know that not all funeral homes are the same. Some other Madison area funeral homes are actually owned by corporations based outside of the United States. A corporately owned funeral home is focused on the bottom line, making services more costly. We have served local families for more than 80 years, and our priority is investing in the community and your family. In your time of need, Ryan Funeral Homes are here for you.
At Pick and Save, we go over and above to make sure we have the freshest stuff in our stores. That's why we get secret shoppers to do pop inspections. sure Pick and Save produce isn't just fresh. It's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
Furnish your home in good taste with Pletz Furniture. Shop for new ideas from a large selection of quality name brands in stock and ready for delivery, including Lazy Boy, Sealy, and Amish-made furniture. Pletz Furniture in downtown Baraboo. Quality furniture at lowest prices.
It's one thing to say you have the most accurate forecast. It's another to prove it, and we've done just that.
First Warn Weather has been certified most accurate here in Madison by WeatherRate, an independent research firm. They study every news station's forecast every day, every year, and determine scientifically which forecasts align with the actual observed conditions.
Only one station came out on top, and that's News 3 Now First Warn Weather.
Trust the First Warn Weather team for your most accurate forecast.
Finally this morning, high school graduation can be a whirlwind. The speeches, the photos, the goodbye hugs can all make you a little dizzy. It's so exciting, and families in Onalaska are seeing double. But as Amy DuPont explains, for a whole nother reason.
So they'll hand this to you, you'll smile for the camera.
The pomp and circumstance of high school graduation cuts a bit deeper for the class of 2021.
This class has been through a lot. They're very resilient.
A class COVID kept apart for much of their senior year.
Absolutely.
But these Onalaska grads won't be remembered as the quarantine kids.
And that is kind of crazy.
This is the class of record-setting siblings.
In my career, I have never seen that many multiples in one class.
You want them a little more spread out. 8 sets of twins and 1 set of triplets will cross the graduation stage this weekend. The largest group of multiples in district history.
We have a close bond together.
And possibly all of western Wisconsin.
It's pretty crazy, you know. I mean, I don't really know a lot of other sets of twins that don't go to this school district.
None of the siblings are identical, and they will tell you they don't have much in common.
So I'd say we're less alike than like we look.
Except for their excitement to leave home.
Oh, fantastic.
And heartache.
Actually,
of leaving.
You know, Erin is
one another.
You know, when you have a twin, you kind of have a built-in best friend for life, and not being around her every day is going to be kind of disappointing. But.
Sean Zhang and Michael Zhang.
If the class of 2021 can overcome a pandemic,
they always have that bond.
These siblings should have no problem being successful on their own.
Oh, yeah, totally.
That's like the cutest story ever. But here for today, lots of blue skies behind me right now. Lots of blue skies outside, especially in the morning hours. We're eventually going to see increasing cloud cover late in the day. That's not going to stop temperatures from reaching the upper 60s and low 70s. An overall fantastic outlook at this afternoon. The good times keep on rolling for at least a little bit here. Just a slight chance for a shower or a storm tomorrow. Most areas will stay dry with the 70s, and then we warm things up by next weekend. The mid-80s return. So get ready for a lot warmer temperatures.
All right, Austin, that will do it for us. Hope you have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend and be safe.